A lot of you have asked me about the Best360 monopod and whether I think it's any good, but I couldn't really answer that question until I took a look myself. Thanks to Chanel from Best360, I finally have the monopod and I can give you my verdict, so let's get straight to it. The first thing that hits you about this monopod is the fact that it's carbon fiber. I love carbon fiber and I think it gives the monopod a really cool look. As a monopod, it's really well engineered and it feels like a solid build and has individual locking mechanisms on each section, and it can be locked tight in any position at any length, and each section moves really smoothly. In closed position, the monopod stands at 52 centimeters high and extends to a maximum height of 164 centimeters, so around about 5'4". This would reach the head height for the majority of people, so it's perfect for virtual tours. I'm 6 foot and with the camera attached, the lens is above my eye line. A great feature about this monopod is that the top section can be independently rotated without having to move the tripod base, which means you can easily fine tune where the stitch line lands. When you mount a 360 camera on a monopod at this height, the biggest concern is stability. And I've seen a lot of photos of cameras that have fallen over where they've been put on cheap, flimsy tripods and monopods. This monopod comes with a tripod with longer than average tripod legs, and more importantly they sit low to the ground, which gives it a wider, more stable base. Coupled with this is a massive 512 gram counterweight that sits in between the tripod and the selfie stick. So it feels really stable and it can handle stronger winds than the average monopod. A nice little extra touch here is this thin rubber grip that has been placed on top of the counterweight, and this helps keep the selfie stick locked tight. Even though this monopod is more stable than the average monopod, you still have to be careful and use your common sense when mounting a camera at full extension, particularly in windy conditions and on uneven ground. For stability, I prefer to keep the tripod in the widest position, but with this tripod you do have the option to narrow the legs, which helps in several ways. It can give you an extra overall height, and it can also help you on longer grass or where you're mounting the tripod over the top of an object. And also if you're placing it on a smaller surface, then you can narrow the legs and it fits more easily onto a smaller area. As a selfie stick, this is where the use of carbon fiber makes you go wow. This is a big selfie stick and you put it in your hand and I can't explain to you how light it is. It's ridiculous. It weighs 193 grams as a selfie stick, and to put that into context, my iPhone weighs 248 grams. The selfie stick fully closed is 39 centimeters long and fully open is 150 centimeters. And even at full length with the lightweight carbon fiber design, it massively reduces the stress on your wrist. Two of the questions that I've been asked is how does this compare to Insta360 selfie sticks, and how does it compare to Bushman's monopod? To start with the comparison to Insta360 selfie sticks, well, there just is no comparison. You're comparing apples with oranges. The Best360 selfie stick compared to Insta360's is in a different league. It's in a different league in terms of price and a different league in terms of quality and design. Don't get me wrong, I do like Insta360 selfie sticks, other than their carbon fiber one which had a reverse lock-in mechanism which I hated. But generally I do like them. They're cost effective, they're more compact, and a lot of the time they are more convenient. If I lost or broke an Insta360 selfie stick, it wouldn't really bother me. But if I lost the Best360 selfie stick or it was confiscated at an airport, then I wouldn't be really happy. The Best360 selfie stick is better by a mile, and Insta360 don't even offer a good enough selfie stick and tripod combo that's tall enough or stable enough for virtual tours. The more interesting comparison here is with Bushman's monopod, and I have to say I think Best360 has given Bushman the only competition for a monopod that I've seen so far. Both of these monopods are overall very similar. The tripods are identical, the Bushman weight is slightly less at 402 grams, and the overall length of the Bushman selfie stick is marginally taller by 4 centimeters. And this reduces to 3 centimeters difference overall once you add the slightly taller Best360 counterweight. The Best360 monopod overall weight is 934 grams and the Bushman monopod version 2 overall weight is 910 grams. The extra weight of the Best360 monopod does seem to make it marginally more stable than Bushman's monopod, and I think that's because the weight is concentrated at the base of the tripod, which is where it should be. Both of these monopods fall into a professional category. They're well engineered to a really high standard, and they're really solid and robust and a great design. I can't really pick one over the other. You can't go wrong with either one of these. I think I'd have to do more tests in stronger, windier conditions. But I think the decisive factor for most people would be the choice between a carbon fiber finish or a black anodized aluminium finish. And I'd be interested to know what you think in the comments. I had high expectations for this monopod, and my expectations were well and truly met. And the lightweight carbon fiber feel as a selfie stick was in particular very impressive. I've put a link to this monopod in the description below. My name's Rich, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.